It's your boy DJ Gill, co-host up here with the ones. You know, I got shit to say. We got the topics. I just want to give a peace out to all of y'all. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? So we're gonna make it do what it do, like we always do. Go ahead and introduce your guest.
Hello, everyone out there, all my listeners, everybody around the world. My name is Juan Shores. I'm the founder of I Got Shit to Say, and we're here with an open mic. I have a special guest here, and I would like to, for everyone to tune in. We have an open mic. We want to hear your opinion. You know, like I said, everybody can say what's going on in their opinion. We're not counselors, we're not lawyers, we're not doctors, or we're not affiliated with healthcare. So if you're calling in, we would like to hear what's going on with your subject. We'd like to hear what's going on with you. We'd like to also hear what's going on with the world. So right now I have a special guest here that wants to talk about. Our topic today is about holiday. And also our other topic is about entanglement. But right now, as we're going live, I want y'all to hear about from my special guest that is
Brother Salam Ali Tenenbay, Grand Sheikh, Divine Minister of the Moore Science Temple of America, Temple number 10, Indianapolis, Indiana.
Welcome, Tim Bay. It's good to have you here. And what we're talking about today is holidays. I know it's a lot of people out there that believes in Christmas and Valentine's Day and Thanksgiving and 4th of July. You know, me as a person, I'm down with Christmas and Valentine, and I know you got a lot to say about that. But my belief for it today is, you know, I know that like Valentine's Day, I like to be appreciated as a woman. You know, it ain't gotta do nothing with gift or whatever, you know, what's going on. But I also like to appreciate, like a man to appreciate me. But I know that you have something different about the holidays, you know, and I want the people out here to hear your opinion about Christmas and Valentine's Day and Thanksgiving Day. How do you feel about that?
Well, it's not, first of all, it's not, I would say Islam, peace to the audience, the host here, your
Probably go around that way.
additional hosts for having me.
Thank you. Appreciate you being here too.
Yes.
To address the question about holidays, we have, I'm, you know, as a member of the Moore Science Temple of America, of course, we have holidays that we celebrate, but there are Moorish holidays that are designed for our people specifically. Now, the other holidays that you're speaking of generally are Valentine's Day, Easter, 4th of July.
You know, I like that Valentine's Day. I mean, I like when somebody give me something for Valentine's Day because it's mostly because I feel like I'm appreciated. But I know, you know, in the topic of your learning and stuff is very different. You know.
Well, it's based on historical information, facts, documentation. I brought some of the documents with me. I didn't bring them all. I didn't have enough time to prepare.
I'm sorry about that.
So I had to go in my archives and bring out, because I don't like to talk about stuff without being able to back it up with evidence, just like you do in a courtroom. You just don't just make allegations without backing it up with video recording, video tape, witness statements, you know, evidence, you know, or eyewitness evidence. But so it's the same principle here in the Moore Science Temple. We don't like to say anything or tell you anything unless we can prove it with the record. And what we call the record is documented or credible documents that's recognized universally.
Well, I know it's a lot of people out there that doesn't like to celebrate Christmas. And, you know, I was raised up, you know, giving gifts and our family putting out the Christmas trees and the lights and the gifts and stuff like that. and that's how I was raised, you know. But I know that there's people out there that doesn't want to celebrate it because of the history. But as me growing up, my history was raised on giving gifts and stuff like that. You know, that's what I know. But I know that you know other different things about it. But as far as me, I know that Christ was born on Christmas Day. Okay, and but then I know that it was other people who was like, well, I'm not gonna celebrate Christmas because of Santa Claus. You know, he was a kid
Pedophile.
pedophile and stuff like that. But I look at it like I don't look at it like that. I look at it like, okay, I'm looking at gifts and stuff like that, and I'm looking at like Jesus Christ was. This is the day that he was born on. So what's the difference between Jesus Christ born on 25th of December and a pedophile as being a Santa Claus?
Well, see, this was, I wanted to start with Valentine's Day first, because in your opinion, it's one of your most favorite holidays because of the gifts and because of the special treatment and stuff like that.
Yeah, that is one of my favorite days.
These holidays, they're designed, they have psychological and economical adverse effects on the psychic and your pocket. If you notice, they have a holiday every week or every month. And you got to go spend your money, and who you spending your money with to celebrate the holidays. Right. We don't own those stores. Right. We own a few, but where we go shopping, these name brand places. But anyway, Valentine's, this is in the short form because I like to touch on each one of them. Moorish holidays that we celebrate in our organization deal directly with our people. But the other holidays that you're speaking of, like Valentine's, Easter, 4th of July, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas, we call these European holidays to distinguish that they're somebody else's holidays, not ours. Now, Valentine's, first of all, a lot of people claim to be Christians and Muslims, Hebrew, Israelites, Jews. But when you look at the history and look behind what's going on with Valentine, where it comes from. First of all, why would you celebrate a holiday that has nothing to do with you or your religion? Valentine is a Catholic holiday. Are you a Catholic? If you're not, then why are you practicing Catholic holidays? Do Catholics practice your holidays? No. Same principle, basically apply to the rest of them. Some of them just don't even make sense. I can just briefly touch on Easter right now. I want to touch briefly on each one because we don't have that much time. But anyway, Easter, it's just full of folly, period. Yeah. A man's supposed to have been crucified on Friday and raised up on Sunday, which was 3 days later, they say. Yeah. But when you do your math, you got one went down on Friday, he was down Saturday, that's 1 day.
Yes, sir.
But he turned around and got up on Sunday. That's 2 days. He was just down 2 days. We are not doing our math. We're not thinking. We're just following somebody else's traditions, not knowing why. And there's stuff. You got a bunny laying Easter eggs, chicken eggs. Come on. They're playing with you. And you going out buying all these eggs and the colored eggs. Then you got your children egg hunting. It's just a bunch of folly, and I don't mean to, offend anybody, but I'm just giving you the fact that I got the records. Secondly, you got 4th of July. I mean, this stuff just don't even make sense. Yeah. 4th of July, why are you making all this noise and firing off guns and firecrackers when 4th of July has nothing to do with our people, our Asiatic people? You might call our people black, Negro, colored, or African American, but we don't use them type of term because we know what they mean. They put those names on us in 1779 during the time of slavery or the advent of slavery, but they were supposed to end in 1865 at the end of slavery. But you see many of our people still run around calling themselves black, Negro, and colored, and now African American. But you don't understand that those names are tied to slavery. So, just getting back to 4th of July per se. Okay, 4th of July, you celebrating the independence of what? Or who? Not you, because you was in slavery in 1776. The only ones was free was the Europeans. They came over and took everything. So you celebrating another European holiday, and you making more noise than they are.
Because they was shooting and killing back then. So every time you're setting up the fireworks, you celebrating the bombing and killing.
But you know, like me, I do not study all that, and I'm glad you're here to get me up on that. Educate that. You know,
if you don't know, you don't know.
Even though you do educate me, I'm still gonna go by that.
Some of the listeners are too.
Because I still want that gift out there. I still want that gift out there.
And that should be taught to us because we look ignorant. Because we celebrate
to the world.
But that's the whole idea for us to be
African
ignorant
Americans.
to whatever it is that they have going on to the European tradition.
Right.
See, everybody in the world know, all of us sitting at this table, at this podcast, our race is Asiatic, we are Moorish. We are the Moors, the same Moors that invaded Spain in 711 AD and conquered them for almost 800 years to 1492 when they just ran out of Spain.
Exactly.
And then the advent of slavery, the international slave trade started. So they started enslaving the Moors. But legally, from a universal standpoint, they could not legally enslave a nation that has a nationality. That's the reason why they didn't enslave the Japanese when they held them in concentration camps. You didn't see them strip them of their nationality
because they was 5/5 of the nation.
Right.
There you go. But they stripped us of our Moorish nationality and replaced it with Negro, black, and colored. They even took our divine creed, our flag, our red Moorish flag, that Moroccan flag, that 5-pointed with the 5-pointed green star in the center. That's the reason why the Moors fly that flag. So we have a dual nationality like all the Europeans in this country. If you notice, the Mexicans, they got their Mexican flag along with the American. They're Mexican Americans.
Exactly.
But you know,
The Germans got the German American
Do you
flag.
not believe that we should be compensated for all of that fault that they did?
Well,
We should be compensated.
the conversation is when we actually wake up and realize who we are and
Yeah.
spend and
You don't get
do
no
what
money
we
if you
need
steal
to
black.
do. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's already there. But what about our compensation
We can only
economically?
compensate
You know,
ourselves.
we need.
Yeah.
We spend, like he stated, on the holidays, like she loves Valentine's Day, okay?
I love
Okay, you look at
Valentine's Day.
Christmas. It's only really 3 days that most people give the gifts. You
Right.
feel you only valued for a day once out the year, or your Earth Day, or Christmas to get gifts? No.
Every day.
You see,
But
your blessings, in my terminology, is the Asiatic woman, the Asiatic man. Our days is from when we first came to our Earth Day, when we was born on this earth. That's the best holiday to celebrate.
Right. True
Now,
that.
as far as if I have to see you February 14th to buy you roses, only time they get it is that on that holiday or when you date. Just like a man, it's not femininity for a woman to buy. I wish a woman would buy me a couple of
Right.
roses. You can get me a gas station rose just to show you appreciation. Don't wait till I pass away.
It's all political.
But
It's
the
all
whole point
financially
is it's a
based.
financially
And
based
we don't
perspective
understand
of mind controlling, celebrate our holidays. And we're at a level now that we are conscientious to acknowledge who we are and acknowledge our purpose in life. But we still fall accustomed to their rituals, their ways. Who was it before all these holidays came? We was already here. Who did we believe in? Who did we, or it's not even he, because the supreme deity of all creation is neither he nor she.
Well, who is it?
This is the whole point of what I say. When they say Adam and Eve, Adam born 4004 BC. Adam, A-T-O-M, not A-D-A-M.
Right.
A molecule. Eve being the event of change. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because even within the Adam is the creation of all molecules and
I
everything.
get you.
But this is the
I
whole
get
point.
you.
Now, 1,000 parts, 1,000 parts. This is what I'm stating with these pagan holidays. Like everybody used to say, let me use brother, what they say, Black History Month, February.
Right.
Why we got to have the shortest month?
Shortest month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many days in a week?
Yeah.
How many days in a week?
7.
How many weeks in a month?
4.
That adds up to what?
20.
28.
That's the only accurate month. Now you take all them extra days, 29, 30, 31, you got 29 more days. That's the 13th month, but they give us 12 months in a year. But they said the number 13 was evil.
Oh, yeah.
Do the math. That's the part of the science of the Moors.
Let me take you back, try to keep this a little simple. This is what we do. Because when we educate people, a lot of times we can't see who we're talking to, and we don't really know the education level of the people that we're speaking to. So we are trained to keep it plain, simple,
Right.
to where a 2-year-old will understand.
Exactly.
Now, I'm gonna give you an example. Most of our people profess Christianity, and the Bible is their holy book. It's our holy book too. But we also got the Holy Quran of the Moorish Science Temple of America. We got the Holy Quran of Mecca. The Torah. We study all the holy books because all the prophets that were sent to us were sent by the same God with the same message.
You have to be nice.
So we honor. That's the reason why you see me sitting here with the Bible and got plenty of notes in it,
Right.
but can't go through them. But let me say this to you: it's a reason why we went in slavery, or we were enslaved, because we did not honor the fathers and mothers, and we strayed after the gods of nations we knew nothing about. We practice all that practicing doing of other people's. That's the reason why I pointed out. If you're not a Catholic, why are you practicing
Right.
Catholic religion? Oh, so I'm saying to you basically, all these holidays that practice it, you practicing somebody else's stuff. That's a sin.
Yes.
That shows you the sin. The primary sin is when you don't know who or what you are.
Right.
And that shows you the sin. The primary sin is when you don't know who or what you are.
Right.
And this is the reason why all the nations in the world, they travel to America and set their shops up in our neighborhood
They do.
because they know we ignorant. We don't know who we are. And they sell us our own stuff,
Teach.
and we sit there and we break our neck getting down there spending our money
Oh, t-shirts.
and take that abuse and take the abuse that they give you.
T-shirts and incense.
That's those purses and everything that we
Right,
purchased
right.
Because we don't have those
because we
schools
don't
set
have the
up to
knowledge.
teach our young kids as
You got
babies.
schools, you just ain't
You
aware
know,
of it. You got the
I mean,
Moorish
you
Science
have-
Temple
But
of America
actually, it was
that's
there
going to
for
teach you the
us to
truth
learn.
about yourself and who you are, who your forefathers and foremothers were.
You
But
have
you don't
a-
want to come to the
have-
Moorish Science Temple of America because you let society discourage
Because
you
you have
from
a,
coming
but it's
there.
not
But let me
advertised
show you
as
something
much.
I just shared with this sister
It's not
here.
advertised
this back.
enough. That's why.
Thank you, sis. What this is, y'all probably can't see it, is copies of articles taken from the internet dealing with nothing but Christmas tree fires.
Yeah.
Your Bible instructs you not to put a tree up in your house,
Right.
but you do it anyway.
Yeah.
You claim you're a Christian,
Yeah.
but you don't follow the rules of the book, the laws of the book.
Right.
Jeremiah 10 tell you, don't put that tree up and decorate it with silver and gold.
Right.
Okay,
That's true.
if you go to the internet and just pull up Christmas tree fires every year, you'll see all the people that have suffered, died, lost all their property because of playing that pagan religious holiday. You know, the whole house burned out
Right.
because you trying to be like Sally next door.
Right.
But what about the lights that they've invented, the LED lights that they've invented so that the houses don't catch on fire or the property doesn't catch on fire? Because that's actually what it was. They was attaching lights to the Christmas trees that was catching on fire.
They still do.
So
it
they
with the
trying to
red
find
lights.
ways to keep your house from
Yeah.
catching on fire,
Yeah.
so you can keep playing the Christmas tree
Yeah,
game
exactly.
Yeah.
and spending your money
Yeah,
with them.
yeah.
They the ones selling you the tree.
Okay,
Mhm.
let me say this. I raised 3 children, and I never had nobody to knock on my door and say, let me educate your kids on the real world of a Black person. You know what I'm saying? So how should a young mother that's raising children educate themselves on the real world of what you're saying? How are we supposed to know all this if nobody ever comes to us? We just going to go to an IPS or a school and learn what they tell us. We don't know nothing about all this stuff. How do we get to know the Muslim ways if it's not brought to us or attention? Yeah, you're out there, but are you out there enough? Nothing's ever been put on my door.
Not only the Muslim ways, but the right ways.
Exactly, but I'm saying that. How we supposed to get our kids and know that?
Yeah,
As a
because
young-
We
I
there,
feel,
sis.
yeah, 'cause I feel that mostly, you know, and
Because-
it deals with the Muslim people. And by me not being Muslim, I wouldn't even know where to find that kind of information.
But you
know
are
what I'm
Muslim.
saying? But,
You just don't know it.
I just don't
No,
know.
but
But listen. The Moorish Science Temple of America itself alone has been in this country over 100 years, since 1913 AD.
Okay.
Who controls the media?
Well, we don't.
We don't.
So
We know who controls
So
it.
they
because
don't
gonna
want
say
you
so we don't
to
get
know about the
assassinated
Moorish
when we
Science
blow.
Temple.
Yeah.
Exactly.
they control what you listen to and what you see
Right,
with that tail eye vision.
right.
And that's where you gravitate to. Wherever they tell you to go, that's where you go.
That's what I'm saying.
But you have to come out, stop listening to everything that you read and see that's produced by somebody that doesn't look like you or
Exactly.
don't have your best interest at heart.
So how can we reach that and get that out there to the
I just gave you my card. All you
You
have
gave
to do
us
is put
a
it
card.
on. That's the first thing I did when I said
Science
that.
Temple
Gave
of
that card.
America.
Give you a chance to come up
Yeah.
out of this darkness and come into this marvelous light. And when you come in there, you're gonna be
But
so
we're-
amazed.
we're brought up on a whole nother-
100%.
we're brought up on a whole nother
So,
doctrine, you know what I'm saying? And
Thank
then
you.
here comes this motherhood or brotherhood of
Brother Tenny Baker.
yes, and okay, so what are we supposed to do about that? Because we've been brought under the Christianity. Oh, okay, we know that that's brought in to control Black people, you know. But as when you bring up the Moors and whatnot, how are we supposed to get educated on that? Because we got a whole nother. Some people got a whole nother perspective, such as me,
Mhm.
of what the Moors are about.
Well, let me tell you what Prophet Noble Ali said,
That's cool.
and this is what happened to me. I was in the
Especially
church.
as a female.
It don't matter. I was in the church. I started off in the church, but by the time I was 12 years old, something wasn't clicking. I said, "This ain't making sense,"
Yeah.
and I left the church. Never came back. My parents and my siblings, they kept going, but I said, "I ain't going back out there because it don't make sense." And when I kept looking around, I talk about it in my book, Psycho Personality. You know, the thing that I went through as a youth in the church. So that me starting to think at that age that this don't make sense. See, and that's what Prophet Noble Ali said. If only I can get my people to think, they can save themselves and save And then once you save yourself, you can save a nation. So once I save myself, I'm on a mission to saving our nation. As many people can't get them all, and everybody's not going to listen. Even some of my own siblings, even some of my own children. I don't worry about it. My children are grown. They can make their minds up which way they want to. I'm not concerned. You got to pay for your own sins, not me. My job is to introduce you to the science. But if you reject it, hey, I did my job. I'd rather sit down with a stranger that don't know me or I don't know them, but they're interested in what I'm talking about. I'd rather sit down with them than my own child who rejects what I'm trying to do.
You believe in everything in this word, right? Everything. You go by the word, the Holy Bible, period.
Absolutely.
You don't stray.
No.
Listen to what I'm saying. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But some stuff is just plain old common sense. I'm not going to practice Christmas. And then when you look at the history of Christmas, what it was founded on, it had nothing to do with Jesus. Christmas was here 10,000 years before Jesus was even thought of. It started with Osiris, Nimrod, Osiris in Egypt, Nimrod in Babylon. But when you read the history of Nimrod and the history of Osiris, you see these two brothers were actually the same personality. They went through the same thing, just in two different nations.
That's correct.
They both had relations with their so-called mother, according to legend. They were both were slain by one of Noah's sons, Shem. In fact, Noah's oldest son, Shem, he slept because they were so wicked. But the mothers of these sons resurrected them. This is where the resurrection comes from. They went through a process of taking some body parts, putting it on a raft, and
what I'm asking you is, you have the Bible, the Holy Bible,
yes.
and then you have the Quran. What I'm asking you is, do you go by everything in the Holy Bible, and is the Quran just a breakdown of the Holy Bible?
1,000 parts.
What I try to do,
Brother Bay, can I speak on that just to break the mathematical science down
Yes,
real
sir.
quick? How many chapters in the Bible?
Chapters that are in the Bible is, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure.
Okay, let me start with this. I'm going to break it down real quick and let God speak for me. Okay, in a complete cipher is how many degrees? 360 degrees, right? Okay, the Bible has 66 chapters. The Quran has 114.
Okay,
Add the math up on that. That's 180, right?
okay,
You divide that cipher in half, what do you got? 180 degrees.
okay.
Okay, so you got the Bible helping others learn your basic instructions for leaving earth, and you have the Quran. Okay, where's that 180, 60 degrees coming from?
Because they left stuff out.
No, that comes from your own train of thought. That's why it's left out, because we left out on our own train of thought.
Okay.
You see, like, I won't go back to my second grade teacher. You see, like, everybody asks me, why don't you go to church no more? Do I go back to my senior year or my first grade year in high school? I graduated from all that. I ain't got to hear the same ceremony every Sunday.
Okay.
You see, and the Sabbath is really Saturday.
Okay.
Why people say Monday through Sunday? No, Sunday through Saturday. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when it breaks it down, the consciousness of that 180 degrees comes from self-acknowledgement. Outside of the gift of life, the supreme deity of all things in creation is the ability of our thought. But we're going to do a part 2 on here because we do have a special guest in here. We got our comedian Red in here. We're definitely going to give a shout out to the conscious God here, government of dominion, like the goddesses are in here. For him to take time out and drop some science, because this is what we need to know. Like you said, how can I teach my child?
Yes.
You got the professors in here, such as yourself. Because the only teacher is going to be is ourselves.
Right.
You see, we got to learn to start teaching.
Yeah.
We got to stop saying, I got a black business. Show me a nationality that's called Black-a-land.
Right. Exactly.
Africana land.
Exactly.
Alipalan, Pangea's the original name.
Yes.
Can I respond just briefly to
Yes,
her
sir.
question
Yes, God. Yes.
dealing with contradictions?
Mm-hmm.
In the Bible, Matthew 2:11 says Jesus born in a house. But in Luke 2:7-8 says Jesus born in a manger.
Manger.
So I'm gonna leave you with that. That's the reason why you gotta do your own
you know
research.
what? I'm so glad you came here, brother,
Islam.
today. You
I'm
know
self-Lord and
what?
master.
I appreciate you.
This is so
coming in.
meaningful. It's really
This
so
is something
meaningful.
that you can't do
You know
in
what I'm
a
saying?
couple of
You
hours.
cannot do
Yeah,
it in
yeah.
2 hours.
We
It's something
We
you
got
have to
chapters.
do.
That's the whole
Yeah,
point.
chapters.
Yeah.
Hey, let me get the God piece. I can't reach over to you.
Thank you.
I-
It's fine. I self-Lord and
You know
master.
what?
Appreciate it.
Much
Thank y'all for
love.
having
Yes,
me.
sir.
All
God,
right.
appreciate you.
All praises due to
You know
Allah.
what?
Yes,
Amen.
I
sir.
appreciate
A lot of our
Lord,
brothers
leg.
and sisters are
Lord,
blind
leg.
to
Lord,
what's
leg.
actually happening,
So
what's going
Love you
on with
more,
us.
sis. You know that.
And as brothers and
Yeah.
sisters, we need to educate ourselves.
So-
Exactly.
And y'all
Now-
welcome to come to the temple
What's
and get your
temple
first
again?
hand. It's got the address, got
Yeah,
everything
we
on
got
it.
the
Everything's
address
there.
that
If
we
you
gonna
too
get
lazy
set
to
up.
come in person, then you can get on Zoom.
Okay.
All right, peace,
Thank
God.
you. I appreciate you coming out. Much love. So now
We
we
got
got
10 and things.
we got another special guest coming in here. Her name is Pumpkin
No, that ain't pumpkin. That's red.
Red. Oh, my bad.
Sir,
I'm sorry.
I got this. Hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put my dollar in.
You know what? I've been drinking too much red juice.
Hey, she got her podcast. She's a hell of a
Thank you so
comedian
much
locally
for
in the
coming.
city. We got Red. Hey, come show it. Come on in, bud.
You gotta
I'm damn
You
sure.
will be
Get this
Yeah,
together.
we're gonna get it together.
I know.
Bring your
Because
children.
Yeah, show it.
I know who
We
it
got,
is.
no, come over my way a little bit. Come over my way. There it is. Red at the dark. You got milk. I got
There'll be none of that.
You know what I was doing? I was looking at my phone.
Look, the show just went downhill. It just went downhill.
No, I didn't. It all
Y'all doing so good.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss Red, how you? What's love? Oh my God, girl, I love that glasses. Oh my God, I love the glasses. I'm so glad you're here.
I'm glad to
Much
be here.
love,
Thank
much
you.
love.
Thank you.
I
I'm
appreciate it. I
excited.
appreciate it.
And it ain't Bags being like depressed or nothing. She's a busy woman. Took time out
I be
to come
working.
see us,
I
working
be
her ass
working,
off.
but I still got these bags. But we gonna do this anyway.
All right, all
We still
right.
gonna do this.
So,
The topic right now, what she is specialized in,
yeah.
and she ain't even a Smith. Entanglements.
You know what, Miss Red? I got a lighter cigarette on.
Do
Yeah,
what you gotta
we
do.
good now.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
good
yeah.
now. Oh, what?
We
Oh,
don't went from
Well,
Okay,
I
so the show goes downhill from
what is
here.
it?
Yeah.
But 1,000 parts out. Hey, Red, go ahead and introduce yourself and everything, and speak of your podcast too. So
I'm
everybody
Red.
can
I'm
tune
the
in.
host of. I'm the biatch of Red After Dark, where it goes down. We talk about any and everything. Nothing's too taboo. Nothing's off the table. It's open. We talk about it. We talk about it from entanglements to it's educational. We talk about health. We talk about menopause because baby.
The man all calls when they walk into the room.
We can talk about that, but y'all know what?
Never
What I'm learning,
understand that.
what I'm learning is that as I go through menopause, what I was told don't seem to be true.
It doesn't.
I'm going the other way. You know, you're supposed to
Exactly.
calm down.
Yes.
I swear, I
It's
think
really
I don't
Yeah.
have no parts of
I be really
I
having
don't have,
nightmares
I'm
with
almost
menopause.
60, and I don't have no parts. I am
Nightmares.
truly
Oh,
blessed.
wow. You are blessed. Some
Yeah.
people
I have a
don't.
couple of hot flashes,
Oh
but
my
I'm just
God.
saying
Now I may twist and
the
turn
drive,
it
the
night.
drive,
So-
And now some.
the sex drive, it just goes through the roof. No, I'm just some water.
Yeah.
It has gone through the roof, and that's kind of messed up when you see them.
Yeah.
But that's when you go to the Lions Den and then go get you
The
some
Target.
toys.
You go where? I don't like toys. There will be no
Hey,
toys.
can we get a bottle of water?
There will be no toys.
So,
But it doesn't. But you know what? It doesn't matter how it goes. You still have to do what you have to do.
Mhm.
You have
Yeah,
to
what's
push
up, Kevin?
yourself.
Yeah.
But so this is what I want to talk about. You know, a lot of young people have been coming to me, right? And I know all this stuff is going on in California in this red,
Mm-hmm.
and it's about married couples bringing in their side piece.
Right.
You know, I mean, me by being old school, I wouldn't play that shit.
I'm not with that. I'm not with that.
Girl.
We're not going to do that
It
much
don't
sharing.
matter if you with it or not.
I mean,
it's happening.
Oh, it's not gonna happen.
It's
It's not gonna happen.
No.
Because I'm not great. I'm not great to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not great to do that. If you want to be a side piece, first of all, I can't be no side piece because I think when women become a side piece, they give the man
Their advantage.
top. He's top dog.
Oh, hold on now.
Not-
I'm the only man here.
not
Shit.
my
Y'all be
world.
pimping
Not my
us too now.
No,
You be your side
no,
piece.
not my world. If I'm gonna be a side chick, I'm running that show. I'm
I'm
calling the shots. You know
My
what I'm
point
saying?
exactly.
I don't have to bow down to you. You got the
A
commitment.
lot
I
of
don't.
times that women don't know that they're disciples because they have other houses
Oh, they
and stuff now.
They know.
Women's intuition.
They know.
I
They
don't know.
feel it.
I'm the jealous
You
type.
know.
I'm the jealous type.
I ain't got time type. You know what I'm saying? I'm that type.
know.
They say they don't know.
Her and all
Right, right. See, I'm not that girl. I'm not that girl. When you signed up to make me the side chick, you didn't sign up to make me less than. And I'm not going to be less
There you
than because
go.
you got a situation. I don't have a situation.
But we have
So
a
there you
limited
go.
shortage of men, so there's going
That
to
we
be
do.
way more women.
That
for
we
every
do.
But you know
man.
what? That
Hold
doesn't
on,
mean that
1,000
we have
points.
to
I know I'm the
bow
only man
down.
here.
Okay.
Only man, but I'm gonna break this down. But we're gonna get back into this. You know, real talk though, it is the way today's society is classifying us. And me as a man, just like on my TikTok and my Instagram, I get all these motherfuckers following me. Guess the first thing they showing? High handsome, just like everybody in y'all inbox saying how I'm beautiful.
Exactly.
They trying to sell some shit.
Okay.
Motherfucker, I used to bounce out of a goddamn strip club. I ain't paying for no coochie. I mean, not what y'all trying to do.
Because
They trying to make me pay. Hi, handsome. I got motherfuckers acting like celebrities and all that, and then
Because you don't have to pay no more because it's free.
I don't know who's calling me now, but y'all know I'm live. Get the fuck up off my phone right now. But anyway, but the whole point is, this is what I'm saying. And I could have sworn I told you.
I don't care. I cannot be no side piece.
No, hold on.
That's just me.
I respect myself.
Shut up.
Yeah, I just can't be no
Oh,
side
I've
piece.
done it. I've done it. I've done it for a minute. I've done it for a minute.
Yeah.
My family don't know that, but y'all know now. But I've done it for a minute, and it was problematic
It's
because
degrading.
it's problematic because of who I am as a
Yeah.
person.
It's
You're not
degrading.
going to make me be less. You're not going to make me
This
less.
is the whole point. When
woman,
it comes to the
you should
attainments of,
not
like we
have
was talking
to
about, an
break
ethnicity culture,
yourself.
it wasn't about
to
a
be
whole
second.
process or a
No,
trap or
absolutely
nothing,
not.
because kings can have many wives. Long as you take care of the whole
Not here.
thousand. No, listen what I'm saying. The history, just like a queen, a goddess, had many husbands. As long as you can take care, but everything's been broken down to another whole formality. That goes back to the point of speaking in the terms of Valentine's Day, which was a whorish day where they having incest and doing what they do with children and all of that. But back to it though, it's all about the commitment, because I know people been in 40 years relationships, everything was great.
Right.
But after 40 years, they just kind of got tired.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? And even
Because
though they
the
were
person
still
got
married,
time in.
they still went and did what they
That's okay.
did. And some people accepted it. You do what you do, I do what I
But
do.
what a single black woman is supposed to do when we have a lot of men that are incarcerated, also a lot of men that
That's
are
bad by
not
design.
wanting a woman anymore. And our culture are not going to black women. I have a
And
lot
women
of
ain't going to black
I have a
men.
lot of my family, the younger ones, they do not deal with us. They deal with the Asian woman because they said that we are too mouthy and too strong.
Right.
So I was a little offended when all of my younger male family went to that. But then I said, there's a reason why. And it's just like a given. They said that we are too strong-minded and we have too much mouth.
That's
So
the
what
weakness in the
happens
man.
then? What
That's
happens?
the
You know what I'm
weakness.
saying?
The weakness
That's the-
in the man. Because I'm gonna tell you, there is
Go ahead,
a
Red.
strong
Go ahead,
woman
Go ahead,
that
Red.
holds the house together.
Okay.
Let Red speak on it. Let Red speak on
What
it.
was the question?
Yeah, let Red
What was
speak.
the question? What were you
The
saying?
question was that a lot of the
About
younger
us saying y'all women are too
black men
strong
are going to
and too loud.
Asian.
You know what
They
gets me
put
with
us
that?
in that position.
You know what gets me with that is they say black women we too strong, we too mouthy, but it's almost like they seem to forget we got the same DNA pumping through our blood that y'all got pumping through y'all blood.
Right.
So we're naturally strong women. We're
Right.
naturally, you know what I'm saying? That does not mean we're mouthy. And if you got a woman right now that's mouthy with you and disrespectful and all that other stuff, she's not submission. She's not submitting to you because you're not the one for her. She's not going to submit to anybody. You know what I'm saying? And because submission is not going to be hard. Once that man, it's almost an automatic. It's almost a given. His presence alone is going to calm all that down.
And let me
It's not going to
speak
be
real
hard.
quick.
It's not going to be
That was
hard.
the part. And fuck y'all talking about our age, right? Because all of us was raised. Some of us had the mother, father, stepmother, or stepfather in the house. We was
Exactly.
raised with morals.
Exactly.
This younger generation, we did go across the crack academic, and we do gotta know. Listen, what I stated, our age bracket. Not saying our age, but at the same time, our age bracket, male and female, we was out there getting that bread.
Yes.
Okay, and some of our best friends we grew up became the opposition of who we sold to. Now this younger generation, now they have no morals no more. I'm gonna put her out there, like Sexy Red and that Suki, whoever her name is. We had Foxy Brown, we had Lil Kim, all that grew up, and we could speak on that. You know what I mean? But today's society, the way it is, that's what that first topic was about the cultures of holidays. We got to acknowledge who we are and learn our principles because we got morals, but it's been divided since the Willie Lynch letter 1712, breaking us down like horses. Separate light skin, dark skin, man against the woman.
I hated that.
Because when we unite, guess what? The best unite with us was in the 60s and 70s.
Yes.
And guess what they did? They assassinated and locked everybody else up. That brought the unification there.
But the unification is gone. We
No,
are against each
we
other.
constantly coming back, but it is underground. But that's the whole point. So when it comes to us respecting women, you got to also realize within the ethnicity of the culture of marriage, one man, one woman, okay, guess who we going by? The Eurocentrical way. But if we call ourselves kings and queens or gods and goddesses, let's go back to our rituals where they had many husbands, many wives, and they took care of the village.
Yes.
They took care of that family. Why? Be fruitful and multiply.
Because but women don't
Period.
women don't know that culture. And they're not
Man don't know it either.
But
we did it, they put it in a
back,
fortification and all that.
The three wives and the two wives is coming back, but the black woman is not willing to
bow down.
Because
my point, we was taught that.
To that.
But the whole point is,
I'm not
like they say,
I don't care.
we can listen to some of the blues
I'm
songs.
not doing
No,
it.
but that's the whole
I'm
point.
not
You
doing
find that original man
Yes.
I want
that
one
only
man,
want that
one
woman. That woman that only wants one man.
But how's that
Okay, let me go back to the 80s.
How's that gonna happen?
Everybody loved Hugh Hefner. How many had Playboy bunny necklaces and earrings back in the 80s? Hugh Hefner had a house full of women. Okay, everybody loved Hugh Hefner, glorified that man. No, okay, you didn't, but there was a lot that did. Okay, but this is the whole point. It's about you mastering yourself in a relationship.
Exactly.
And I'm gonna find that man, hey, all that fornication and all this is us. You see, now there are people that accept it on the entanglement. Will Smith, Jada Pinkett, that's the main motherfucker that we can talk about right now.
So what are
Period.
the
No,
black
let's talk
women
about
supposed to do?
No.
When there's not enough black men to
No,
do
they
it?
out here.
You know
It's just
what?
about, guess what? It's a small city, but big world. Everything ain't always in your city.
Exactly.
Period.
Exactly.
And with today's technology, you can find what you're looking for. It's all about who am I and what is my purpose
Through
in
the
life.
internet, right?
My
Oh,
people say like
everything.
I'm not
Travel,
sharing. I
whatever.
don't give a
So,
fuck.
You ain't gotta be like Sonny
Okay,
Bono and
so
share.
that's what I'm saying.
I don't
Okay,
care.
look,
I'm not
My
sharing.
coworker found
I
her husband
don't
on the
care.
internet and they are doing excellent and she married him. Are you willing to go on the internet to find your
I
my
sharing.
coworker found her
I
husband
don't
on the
care.
internet and they are doing excellent and she married him. Are you willing to go on the internet to find your Boaz?
No.
You not? Okay. So you mean to tell
But
me
you know what?
that
Where
you're
are you gonna
limited?
find
You're
him at?
limited
Are you
to
gonna find him in a nightclub?
you're limited to
Because
Indianapolis?
you're gonna end up with the same cycle that's going on right
If I
now.
wasn't married, I'd be all over the internet because there's so many men that you're missing. You stay in a circle of men that you're not gonna find what you're looking
Exactly.
for.
It ain't always
And,
about the
you know-
internet. It's about the travel. If you can
Yeah,
travel,
and the
you
travel. And the travel.
But the travel is the internet.
No.
Yo,
Certain
yes.
people got money where they can go all around
True
the
that,
world.
and that's what I mean. The
Is there
travel
any
is
commerce?
the internet.
Is there
Me
any
personally, if I was like back in the days, on my point, being single or whatever, I'd be like Eddie Murphy. I went to the motherland and found the motherfucker riding butt naked on the back of a zebra. He foo-foo. And I don't want to say, Gil, you give me half? What the fuck? What you know about half?
If I wasn't married and I was single right now, I'm trying not to do anything to the Indianapolis men. I would be on the internet and traveling to find my Boaz. I would never look at Indianapolis.
You know what?
And I'm
and
dead serious.
that's
I
true.
agree
That's
with
true
you,
about
too.
that, but it's
Never.
hard.
Never. No, it's not.
I agree.
No, it's not.
But hold on, 1,000 parts, because she been quiet and I really want her to open up.
Red.
Red,
Okay.
go ahead and do your
I'm
damn
just
thing.
quiet because I'm probably one of those ones that's not looking for a Boaz. I'm cool. If it happens, it was meant to happen. I'm not looking for him. He can come look for me, but I'm not looking. I don't know how y'all gonna take that. I have absolutely zero desire to get married. Zero. So
Is that because your past experiences? Or that's just in your real heart?
Talk
That's
about
just-
what you
that's
did
just
on
in
the
my
line.
heart.
But
That's
I
just
want
That's
to
your
share.
real heart.
I've been that way, and I think what happened is listening to society and listening to my parents and listening to the church tell me you're supposed to go to school, go to college, graduate, get married, have a family. You know, so I stayed on that path. But even as the guy was saying, he was sitting here at a young age, I felt I don't want to be married.
Okay, but
You know.
can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is my thing. Spiritually, how do you deal with not having a husband, but you have desires of intimacy? Are you just like, okay,
Because I am the spirit. The spirit is within me.
Wow.
So
That's it.
I don't really have to find that
the
somewhere
spirituality?
else. That's me.
But
That's
what if you
me.
find a man and you want to be sexual? How do you deal with that spiritually? By saying you don't want a husband.
Now this is red. Then you asking red. So
I
I'll let you know.
I'm just
Yeah,
asking.
okay, no, I get it. So sexually, if I don't have a husband, that don't mean I can't have sex with somebody. You know, that's not what that means to me. I don't have to be married, and I know everybody goes by the Bible or whatever the case may be. I personally don't believe that. Because first of all, I'm not getting ready to date you, marry you, lay with you, only to find out you don't have what I need for me to lay with you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, and to me, that's a huge part of a relationship. Most people be like, sex ain't everything, baby.
Whatever.
It's a
Okay.
lot to me. That's gonna
See, when I was out there and I was having sex or whatever, and I wasn't married and fornicating, biblically, I was just messed up. It's like, how do you not feel messed up and you having sex and you're not married?
because that
spiritual.
was put into you. That was put into
Well, I
you.
have a
That's what,
solid, so
yeah,
okay.
you know. So that's what you learned. You were learned that.
So that's
If-
not true.
Not
That
to
you
me.
Just go out and have sex.
Not
and
to me.
not-
Yeah, my body
it's not
is my
a
body. My body is my body.
That's
The
you.
church does not
is your
determine.
temple.
That's
Yeah,
You believe
that's
that
what I was
too?
talking
Yeah. So,
You
and
are.
with that being
That-
said, you know, it is my
fornication
temple,
is
so
not
I
a sin.
am limited to who I'm gonna lay with. But
Fornication is not a sin.
Well,
That's
then
what
a
they
gentleman
teach you
is
in their
ideal.
ways.
What?
But by
If
me
that's
being
what you're
single,
learning.
If it's not your husband, it's the
by
same.
me being single, I really don't kind of believe that because I feel that
I don't
by
know.
me being single, I can do whatever I want to do.
Do you?
Because
You
you're
know.
free. You who
You
you
are
are.
free. I'm not
And
trying
look,
to down
it's an
nobody.
old saying. I think it was Kumo D said
Well, I don't
this.
know, it was
He
one-
said,
it
if
was
a
one of
man
those
sleep
church
with 1,000 women,
sayings.
he's a
This
hero.
shit.
But if a woman
Yeah.
sleep with 1,000 men, she a zero.
Mhm.
You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I think that was Kumo D that said that.
Yeah.
Be who you are, because guess what? You
Right.
only got one life to live.
Yeah.
You know,
Live it
you're born
anyway.
from the coochie, you die in the dirt. You
Live
see
it
what I'm
anyway.
You
saying?
do what's
Ashes to
best for
ashes,
you.
dust
You
to
do what's
dust.
best for
If you
you.
don't get
Right.
none,
You know,
your shit gonna
Our
rust.
parents teach us. Our parents teach
Period.
us what they were taught.
Yeah.
Even like I said, as a young girl, wheels started turning. Like he was saying, this ain't adding up. This ain't adding up. But since my mama said it, and since the bishop said it, then it must be right. But all along, and that's when you start suppressing who you really are.
Yeah.
And so when you get 40, 50, and all that suppressed emotions that you had,
Yeah.
they start coming back, and they
Yeah.
coming back full throttle. You
Yeah.
can believe that.
Right.
So, now you got to sort it all out
Menopause
all over
and
again. Yeah, you got to sort it out. And that's
I'm
what
like,
I
where
said.
did
So what do you
this
do
at?
when you go towards 60 and you still haven't met your husband? Do you 60? Let's
I'm
go towards
53. I'm 53.
So
I'm
now-
going
So what
towards
is
it.
Same age as
priority
me.
to you?
60. So now what? Do you go on the internet? Do you travel, or do you just stay in Indianapolis trying to find that man?
What is priority to
What I
you?
do is I just wait on them. I
what you
let-
just
let- let
stated-
God.
Do you
What
just
you just
stay there
stated,
and
let me
watch,
explain something.
or do you
Like
go
I
around
said,
and find
You
what's
focus
best for
locally,
you?
You
but
do
the
what's best for
world,
you.
you got other countries, other places
That's what I'm
to go to.
Yeah.
But the fact is, if you can't travel to them places, so you dormant to where you stay at. And the whole point is what I'm stating is, be who you are. Don't worry about what another motherfucker say to you. Doc.
Right.
But
If
Regardless,
that's-
you
if
can
that's what you
classify.
want.
Yeah,
If
you
that's what
classify
you
me the
want,
way
if
you
you
want to
wanna fall in
classify me,
love,
but I
you're
am
here.
that I am,
Yeah.
that which I'm never going to
I
be.
love that.
Yeah,
But the
and
only
that's my
thing
point.
is about me is I don't want to explore all over the world. I just
And you
want
don't
this-
have to.
But I just want this one single black man.
But you
Okay,
just-
but you can't.
But you
If
local.
you cannot find
You in
one right
Indianapolis.
here in
Everybody that had
Indianapolis,
everybody.
You might
you
find that
have to
person,
find
but
it.
you ain't
I don't
certain.
agree with that.
Yeah.
You know?
I
If it's
agree.
meant, if it's meant for this black
You
man
don't find
to
her.
find this black woman, it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna
Bingo.
happen. I don't
It
care.
doesn't
She
matter
says
where
right
you
here,
at.
It don't matter where
it's
you at.
going to happen.
You
If
don't
it's
have to leave
meant
the
for
state.
it.
And that goes to
I
the
wanna
period
say
of
it.
energy.
And
Everybody
then-
goes to religion of
And I'm-
Allah, Jesus, Buddha, whoever is going to correct me to wherever.
But
But
you
the
have
whole
to put
point is
yourself
no.
out there,
Hold on, thousand
though.
parts,
Why?
thousand
You
parts,
are
thousand
out there.
parts.
You are.
You
You
are.
are. Your
No, but
energy,
hold
like
on,
you just
hold on.
said, you
Your
are walking
energy is going to
energy all
give
the
you
time.
the right direction.
I'm
Just
gonna
like
say
right here
whatever
on this
in you.
podcast,
Whatever in
this
you.
energy right here brought us together.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
It's our energy.
I only
You
know
know
two
what?
of y'all from Adam and Eve, Adam and
But you're
Steve,
in a little
and I've been
circle.
knowing her longer than I know
I
her.
just met you. But
No,
you're
that's
in a
what I'm
little
saying. But guess what? We got a positive vibe.
My friend is in a little circle. She wants to find a husband.
My circle little.
Okay,
My circle little.
Okay, but why do y'all think you have to find them in the middle of Indianapolis in this little circle?
No,
Why
that's
do
what
you
I
think
stated.
we
I
have to
said the
find a
brothers
I feel
did.
like it don't matter where you
Why
at.
do you
Did I not
think
say
we
that?
have to find a
Because
husband?
you don't have to
I
travel,
know
you
the
have to get
Bible.
on
I
the
know that it
internet.
says that he
If
will
he's
come
gonna
to
come, he's
you.
gonna come.
But I'm just
Yeah, it
saying.
doesn't matter where you find him on
Okay.
the internet,
Okay.
in
So
Florida,
y'all going
in Australia.
Biblically,
You know what I'm
Timbuktu,
saying?
wherever.
Wherever.
But you know what?
So for God to bring you
The
that.
person
you
that
just
I
can't
find
go out there. You
it's
just gotta
also
pray on it
hard.
and leave it in God's hands. You can't
It's
go out there and
also
look for it.
hard.
You gotta let him bring it.
Right.
Yeah,
And that's the whole point. Everything is for different
It's
people.
all just
But the
desires of
key
heart.
thing,
Absolutely.
let me explain something. If you cannot find who you are,
Yeah.
how you going to find somebody
Find who-
compatible
Thank
to
you.
Right.
If you do
Right.
not know
Thank
your
you.
sole purpose of who you are and what you are,
Listen,
you're never
my
going to
best,
find
my
your
best
mate.
friend
I'm
knows her
55, I'm
purpose.
52. I'm just gonna
And
live and
she
let
do
God.
too.
So when he's ready
These
to
are
be my
all
husband,
four
I feel like
beautiful
he's gonna bring
women.
it to me.
And even if you don't have a husband, because my mama ain't never been married.
It's
But
just
my
me
stepfather,
there.
what we
You
call,
know, I'm getting
I
tired of waiting.
got 3 brothers. on my
That's
mother's
okay,
side.
so whatever
We
gonna
all
happen,
got
it
separate
can happen.
fathers.
I love one person.
So that's 4
And
separate
that
fathers.
one person is in my
Of all
team.
4
I love
fathers.
one person. One person.
She didn't get with none of them.
But the
She got with another dude
But the
outside of all our
desire-
fathers,
but
and they've
that's
been
what it
together
takes.
until
the
they
desires
casket.
of
That's
her
what it
heart
And they never
takes.
got
is to
married.
find a husband. That's the desires of
It's
her
just
heart.
mentally.
And
No,
it's
no.
mentally.
My
You
stepfather
desires
took
of your
care of
heart.
us, even though they wasn't married. He treated us like
Like
his
myself,
own.
my mom was married.
She doesn't
And they
want
was
that.
never married. He did the same thing, pay bills. You know what that marriage shit is? It's contracted to
It
the
is
government.
contracted.
You are now contracted to the
Like a
government.
social
Exactly.
security card.
Period.
Exactly.
But
And
they
you're
Because
now
that's how they can
contract-
keep
I
record
can
of you.
love a woman the same way. I'm gonna help pay bills.
No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take you out to eat. I'm gonna buy you ring. I'm gonna put a ring on your finger or fingers
So I want you to
and
know I like crab
everything
legs.
else. And if they like crab legs and they ain't allergic to
And you know
seafood,
what?
none of that
And
shit.
And you know
All
what?
that.
And when you
Nah, but
die,
nah, seriously.
your kids gonna put me out the house. They gonna take the bills and they gonna take everything, and I'm not getting nothing because they know.
No, they not.
I'm not.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
I'm
If
your
you're the parent-
girlfriend, and you do not have me on
No,
your
they're not.
beneficiary for everything.
You can be his
No,
wife.
no. If
You
that,
can be his wife,
there,
and they can come and take
there's
that
somebody,
same thing from
there's
you.
somebody like I stated. You could be with somebody for 30 years and you die. If that's your love of your life, you gonna make sure
She's
you
okay.
split
Taken
it
care
up,
of.
Yeah.
just like a
She's
woman
taking
gonna do it for
care of
their
you.
man.
Exactly.
So if you
Exactly.
contracted to think that way,
I put my
that's-
girlfriend on my
hey, look,
beneficiary.
whoever you put it on, it doesn't matter.
Not happening.
I mean,
Sorry.
but that's cool. That's your thought. I can't argue with your truth. But that's your belief. But there's many relationships that people been together, never been married 40, 50 years until their casket dropped. And they separated between their children. If they had children outside of them being together, they made sure it was all split through. But that marriage thing, in my point, if you really love that person or persons,
I love
you're
this
going to
one
make
person.
sure they all taken care of.
I don't love nobody. I don't love nobody. I ain't gonna do it.
You love somebody.
I love this one person.
I love love, but I don't
Does
love
that
nobody.
person know that you love them?
Yeah, they know I love them.
But I'm telling you, you need to keep that to yourself, actually, because the world is so crooked. It's so crazy.
It ain't the world, it's the people in the world.
Yes,
The world is just what it is.
all over.
The world does
No,
what do. Summer,
the
winter,
world
spring, and
now
fall.
is so
The world
different.
is
There was a
just-
time
It's
when there was
the
three
people in the world
guys
is fucked
that would
up.
come in to do what they need to do.
Hey,
in
I'm
order
gonna
to
get with
prove
y'all.
their
Y'all
love
get on
to
that
you.
motherfucking
But it
live
doesn't-
YouTube.
it
I'm
doesn't-
out of here on
it
this
doesn't
live
do that.
Facebook.
It doesn't do that anymore.
But you know what?
But you
Love
doesn't
is
know that you
love
love
is love is a powerful thing. I don't care. It takes
It is
control
very
of your
powerful.
mind, your body, your thoughts.
Y'all know
everything.
what? In our
And when you
culture,
fall in
in our
love with
culture,
somebody,
black men, a lot of them do not respect the union. Y'all, I'm telling you, you gotta get the right black men. They don't respect us no more. I'm telling
That's
you.
No, that's
Well,
not
you know
everyone.
why?
Remember what I
Because
said.
you know
why?
1712,
I heard
Willie Lynch
you.
letter. This is
I
the
heard
whole
you wrote
thing.
this
I
down.
For
heard
those
you.
who's listening, go to 1712. Look up William Lynch,
I don't
The
care
making
what you
a
said.
making of a Negro slave.
1738.
Look,
But 1712
Do
started.
you hear me?
I know what you're talking about.
What about 2023?
No, this is what a man will do.
I
A
got
man,
1738, but I'm
this is
Tito's.
what a man will do. A man will put a hammer in your
Yes.
hand.
let me tell
He
you
will put a hammer in
Yes.
your hand and expect you to be a woman at the same
You know
time.
what? Every black man at my job is married, and all of them is fucking whores.
Okay.
Right.
Let me tell you something. They all got beautiful women and all their clothes. They cook their breakfast, and if I fuck them, they fuck me today.
We work together.
Those are the ones that's doing it.
We
And
say
guess
that
what?
in the office.
I know
And
women
why do we do that?
because, like I said, it was by design.
Other cultures don't do that.
Damn lie.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they
Every culture
They
does.
take care
Where
of
you
your
got
wife
a
and
male chromosome and a female chromosome,
listen.
it doesn't matter
You
where
got
you
the
at.
Asian
Just like they
man
always say,
that's working
Africans
with
are
this.
lazy,
But
they're
they don't
nasty.
leave
You
them.
got the African
We got the same
man
people.
What's
that's
his
working
name?
with this,
They don't leave them. The Mexican, the Chinese,
but they not
and the
gonna leave
Indian.
them. You're exactly
They
right.
stay with their kids and their wife, even if they fucking. They
You better
stay
watch
there.
Judge Mathis and the Cutlers on
No,
divorce
keep it real
when they
now.
be up there talking about
The
who's
black
cheating.
man is the main one that
Shit.
leaves a woman pregnant and goes to another woman. It's the black man.
I can't argue with your truth, but do your research before you
I
speak.
have.
Okay,
research
so
it.
what is the research on the percentage of the ethnicity of all
The
cultures?
percentage of black men is 67% of
Okay.
all black men will leave their wives.
Okay, now what is it to Chinese?
Chinese is only like 17%.
What is it to Indian?
Indian-
Western Indian?
And 3%.
Yeah.
And you
Like
know
2%,
it.
yeah.
And you
What
know
is it to Japanese?
About the same percent.
A Japanese.
No, I want
A
facts.
Japanese would get their hands cut off if they leave their wife. They don't play that. Have you ever seen a Japanese man, children with a different type of culture
Yeah, I have.
with their family?
I have.
Never will
Many.
you see that.
Many.
A
Because
Japanese
guess-
with another culture?
Yeah, because they loved our
I
military.
need to
Our
do that in
people.
New York.
They love the
Yeah.
military
But
man.
not the
When he a
military.
seaman and all that,
In the regular living, you don't see it.
I'll put it this way.
How many Chinese do you
Get
see
the
with another
documents and we're
person?
going to do a part 2 on
We
this.
sure
I
are.
see some mixed Chinese and black. I don't see some mixed Chinese
This
and
is
black.
a nice conversation.
I'm ready to say R. Kelly.
Going on in that
Women,
country,
women
and they wanted to get out that country,
Ain't
so
too
they
much
never
to
had a
talk
black
about.
man.
Just,
So
yeah.
I have to agree with her. You know,
It's
it's
all
really
good.
sad.
I feel like
How
whatever
black
color
men
you
do
are, I
us,
should not have.
and then they say we got too much
This is
mouth.
gonna be a part
But you know what? They put a hammer
Part
on
3 and
it.
4.
They know they don't
Five,
play.
six, seven.
In a relationship.
I appreciate all my guests
But
that
you got
came
some white
out.
women that don't play.
You know, this is
True that.
worldwide.
But I'm gonna tell you something else. When they get with that white woman, believe me,
You
they got
know, like
somebody
me,
behind that.
I
That's how
am
come
a
their asses
single
get
woman.
locked up.
I love all my
Stay
black
with
men.
your own
I
kind.
don't care what they all say. You know what? But technically, I know one black man. He know who he is. But it's that I love that y'all all came out. I appreciate everything. This red in the house. You know what? I love them glasses.
Hey,
You know what?
Hey, Ray, can you say what you said about your little experience that I shared?
Which one? Oh, the one about
About the person with the conversation?
Yeah.
Man with the conversation?
which one?
When you said something about, have you ever, I don't want to say that.
Oh yeah, when the
Yeah.
man be talking and that nigga's just fine and you talking to him and he's putting some game on you, getting some knowledge, and he's fine as fuck, and you sitting here looking.
Fine.
You ain't heard shit he said.
You ain't heard shit.
You know what
Are you looking at his
I'm
lip?
thinking about
Wanna
men.
be out of them.
You looking at
Fine.
the window. You know what I'm saying?
Fine.
Y'all, that's real life.
That's real life.
That's real life.
That's real life.
You looking at his shoe size like me, I wear 14 and 15.
Like-
Hold on. I'm ready to tell the truth about
I
it
was
now.
standing in the
Hold on. I wear size 14 and 15.
Oh, damn.
My last name is McGill. I took the Irish side of my family, so
But
let's
you
not
know
get
what?
too damn happy.
You know what? Even though you wear a size 14, we still gotta look at the goddamn shoes because if you wearing a motherfucker 10 and you in a 14, I'm looking at the Air Force One. Okay, y'all, what? And that Nike what's that one shit called?
I don't
Can
know.
I
I
ask
wear
you something
Adidas.
before you go out there?
Yeah.
Is it okay for a woman to approach a man
Yeah,
in the club and let him know
Hell
that
yeah.
she's
Man,
idle?
like, damn.
Hell yeah. Like I said, it's nice for a woman to bring us flowers and shit.
Yeah.
A woman to say,
Yeah.
hey, I'm going to take you out to eat.
What you think
Okay,
about
about
approaching
man
a man
Yeah.
in a club?
That
Man,
man,
like to
like
be treated
that
like
shit.
That's your
that.
life.
Real man.
How do you feel
Real
about
man.
it?
Real
We
man.
approaching
We
a
like
man
that shit.
that
We
I
like
like.
flowers too.
Right.
Shit.
Be approaching a man in the club that I like.
Is it okay?
It's okay. It's
Yeah.
okay.
These guys
Because
here in
to go
Indianapolis,
back-
I can say,
Some
they're
of these
not
men,
used to it.
They're not
Shit.
making it,
They're
right?
Let me tell
not
you why.
used to
No,
it.
y'all ain't
So
used
you
doing
know
it
what
too.
they do?
You can't
I
say
They
all man.
I approached a man
They
in a
get
club
messed up.
and was with him, and he was like one of the best men I've ever dated.
Right.
But he was standing there watching me. He wasn't gonna say that because you know what he said.
'Cause
I'm scared to approach y'all
Intimidate.
because y'all intimidate us.
Intimidate.
And I approached
Exactly.
him, and we dated for 2 years, and
Yeah.
he was really a nice guy.
Come on, Doc.
That's a
I
whole
mean,
nother
that goes
ball
way
game. This
back.
subject about men
Yeah.
being intimidated by
Yeah.
us.
That's
a
another
whole
topic.
nother
Yeah.
ball game.
That's going to be on our
I don't
other
buy it.
podcast
I
one
don't
day.
buy it. I don't buy it. Intimidated for
Shit.
what?
You know what?
For what?
Me?
You know what?
I didn't think,
Get
let me
your
explain in my
shit
perspective.
together.
I
Get
always
your
felt
shit
a
together,
woman that had
man.
it going on, she ain't necessarily have to be the best motherfucker in school or the baddest motherfucker, but her persona about herself, the way she carried herself, I was afraid to approach her.
Okay,
Get
that's
your
fair.
shit
That's fair.
together.
That's another
That's
topic.
fair.
Yeah,
I was intimidated by it.
Yeah.
I was intimidated by it.
For real.
Everybody looking for the
Get
Pretty
your
mother-
shit together, man.
I'm telling
Get your
y'all,
shit together.
If you
I
see
need
a
a man
guy
that
that
have
you
money,
like and he
let me
ain't
feel
saying
first.
nothing to you,
I said, so you
they
can't judge a
are
book by its
really
character.
intimidated. I've talked to them.
There are
Okay.
breastfed
You
men.
know what? I
Get
get a
your
lot of
shit
men.
together.
I
Yes.
get a lot of
Okay,
men.
right,
I
y'all.
Get your
get a lot of
shit
men
together.
Okay, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and sign this off.
But you
But
know what?
we're
I
gonna
get
give a shout out to Red. Y'all get with him. Did you
I'm in
Red?
competition with y'all though because Red After Dark is on Wednesday.
No, you ain't in competition.
Oh, okay.
But-
No.
Right, but we going to 9 o'clock. because
Okay.
We get a little
Okay.
pricey.
No, but one thing,
We get a
did
little
you
pricey.
get your comedy show thing set yet?
Which one?
The one you was talking about that you wanted me to.
No, I got ran into a little thing with the business.
Okay.
By the way, y'all, real quick, we black people,
Yeah.
we need to do our own shit in our own spots and stop booking clubs in these white bars and white restaurants.
Yes.
Do our own thing.
Right.
Find our own little spot to do
That's
stuff.
true.
We gotta stop that. We gotta stop that.
Right.
That's another story. That's on Red After Dark.
Yeah.
Okay, Red After Dark.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. I'm gonna be back.
Yes,
And right now, I'm gonna say peace out, DJ Gill. I'm gonna say peace out to y'all. Thanks for those who tuned in. Watch us. Y'all know every Wednesday we doing this. I got shit to say. We got hella topics.
We have a lot.
We got
to
have
say.
a lot of.
Shit to
say.
say.
We got a hell of a lot of special guests going to come in. We just got started. This is our first actual live broadcast on here. The founder right here, Dewan Shore,
Okay, tune in.
and the crew, baby.
Tune in.
So I'm gonna say
Right
peace,
here.
love, and prosperity, and put them guns down.
Put the
Okay,
gun
right
down.
now.
And
Right
legalize
now.
marijuana.
I'm killing RC.
Legalize marijuana.
Right
Yeah,
now.
Especially when that man talking.
Yeah, but
Not
this is
me.
what I got
Thank
to
you,
say.
Red.
is
Thank you.
I'm glad
Thank you.
for all my guests that came. I appreciate it. I appreciate my friends. I appreciate Loretta, Rosita, Melinda, and I appreciate Miss Gill, Mr. Gill. And
We
I
are all
appreciate-
right
I
here.
appreciate
Liz,
Mrs.
Do I look like
Red.
RuPaul to y'all motherfuckers?
I appreciate
Yeah.
Red coming in the house. I also appreciate Tim Bay coming through.
Yeah.
Tenant Bay, brother, Tenant
I
Bay.
wish he would come back. He has a lot to
But
say.
I want y'all
Yeah,
to
he got a
know
lot to
this.
say.
I want y'all to know this. God is watching everybody.
All of us.
We are the God and goddess.
All of
We
us.
watching each
It's the
other.
God in us.
Even though you might have problems, even though you might be going
He
through
got you.
anything, He got you.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about anything that's
Just
going
do
on.
right.
Just do right, and everything will come, and everything will follow in
It
place.
sure
You know,
will.
it's your world.
I'm a witness.
We witnessing,
Yes.
and you know what? I love y'all. Thanks for y'all. for
Stay
tuning in.
encouraged.
And you know what? I still love that one damn dude. Damn.
You love him.
Okay,
I'm
we're
gonna
gonna
tell
break
it.
her on this
I'm
shit.
gonna-
You gotta break
Hey,
her.
yeah, we signing off
We're
because
gonna break her on this shit.
I'm gonna tell it.
Tune in.
whoever he is, he dark skinned.
Tune
Believe
in.
that.
Oh, that's very dark.
That's the problem.
He's very dark.
All we gotta do is pray on it.
Making an
That's
impression.
it. Let God.
But one quick thing I really want to say, no offense to none of y'all, but guess what? Everybody keeps saying God, he. The creator is neither he or nor she.
Exactly.
But the strongest chromosome ain't a man born a woman alive.
Yes.
It's the female chromosome.
Yes.
Amen.
So if you believe in your religion, the creator said, I'm neither he nor she. I am the all. And we are part of the all.
Yes.
So people that talk about man, female talk about man, but they worship God and say he, but dog man out. So the creator can't be neither he nor she. It's all that brought us in existence is bring the opposite sexes to bring forth what? Life. We are in the image and the making of the creator because we bring forth life.
Yes.
So always remember the supreme deity of all things in
Deity.
creation
Yes.
The creator ain't neither he nor she. You can't
Yes.
put a label on the creator,
Yeah.
except the creator.
Exactly.
So we got to get out of that.
And I always
But that's
say
all I got to
strong
say
black
with
woman
that.
To make sure that you
Well,
want to use it.
anyway,
And-
I want to give
Black.
I want to give a
It takes-
special
Y'all
guest
call
out to
in
Miss Red.
with your
I want to give a
questions.
special guest out for Tim Bay for coming through.
Till day.
Also, Tim Bay. And I also want to give a special shout out to my crew. I love y'all. Thank y'all for
We
having
love
me.
you
back.
too.
We
Yeah,
love
love
you.
And
We want to make a
appreciate
difference.
I appreciate
And
you
y'all,
coming.
hit that
It's Shannon's
subscribe
sponsor.
if y'all want us to come
We
back
wanna
there.
make a difference.
Listen, we got a lot of
I'm gonna
topics
be
to
going
talk
out
about.
shoes.
And I love
today.
y'all. I love the world. I love everybody. Peace, bless.
Anybody got
Love you.
anything in their cup? Let's toast and we out of here.
Okay.
Well, bring a
Look at
cup
this
anyway.
big ass cup.
Salute.
Hey.
All right, we out. Peace, love, and prosperity, baby.
Back.
Tune in next
Next
Wednesday,
week.
same time, same motherfucker.
Yeah.
We out.
That was